Back at you with another video, guys. Rate, comment, and subscribe. What we're going to talk about today, guys, very interesting topic. I'm going to pretty much let you hear some audio, and hopefully you guys will begin to get the message of what we're going to pretty much be dealing with. It's pretty much about dating and why I believe it's one big mess in today's day. So I'm going to let you hear the audio while I take my little stroll, and then we're going to come back with our commentary. So I'm going to play the tape, you guys listen in, and you judge for yourself.
A man who he is trying to drain you. A man who desires to be in the presence of a goddess without bringing any offerings to her feet, without showing up for this goddess with reverence, is a man that is simply trying to siphon and suck the energy out of this woman. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Most of these men out here do not know how to properly treat a woman. They don't know how to show up for women. If a man is not coming to you and asking, how can I make your life better? How can I fill up your cup? Then he is simply there to bask in your radiance and give nothing to add to that glow. These are the kinds of men that we cannot entertain. Boys come to a woman and see what they can get from her. What can you give to me? What can you offer to me? My very existence is an offering for you. My very presence elevates your life. A man knows that. A man knows that. A boy will try to extract from you. Will wonder, what can I get out of her? A man is simply honored to breathe the same air that you breathe. Don't text him, okay? Don't text him. Whatever man came into your mind when you were watching this video, don't text him. You're doing great. I love you.
Okay.
He is trying.
So now that you heard that, guys, I want you to really think about what's going on. I forgot to bring my wind cover for the camera to prevent any wind noise, so hopefully we got good audio. Last couple of videos I had some issues, but nonetheless you guys can pretty much hear me and understand. So this particular woman, she's on Instagram, right? And I follow her page. Attractive lady, I believe she's a single mom and whatnot. For the most part, she posts a lot of different types of content with different things, but this one here caught my attention because it speaks to an issue on why dating in today's day is dead, and one of the reasons why most men just don't care anymore, and we're just focusing on our workouts and getting money and just staying out of trouble. You know what I mean? It's like when we hear stuff like this, it's like it turns us off. It's draining. And I had to literally come take a walk in the park because after listening to this particular video from her, it's like it just drained me out. And I said, you know what, I gotta go work out. I gotta go do something to kind of put myself back in my right frame of mind, because that kind of content, man, it's really toxic. Because what it does, it just goes to show that in today's day, it's very difficult to be a man and try to interact with women, because what I find based on my research and experiences is that they think that it's a transactional type of relationship, where if you are coming to them or if you are dating them, that somehow you gotta bring gifts, you gotta bring money, you gotta bring all these material things in order for them to, I guess, be happy. And I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, that's rather draining if you really think about it. It don't even make any sense, because it's like you're doing all of this work only to end up breaking up or have nothing in return. So it really doesn't even make any sense. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play it back again, and then we're gonna kind of break this thing down as I walk and do what I normally do, guys. So let me play this thing again. Let's go.
To drain you. A man who desires to be in the presence of a goddess without bringing any offerings to her feet, without...
A man who desire to be in the presence of a goddess. That's her mentality, fam. So, off the rip, the first problem we got is that she's teaching women that they're goddesses. Now, what this does, this will make women believe that they have divine power, and when a man come to them, a man got to bring gifts and bring them to her feet and worship her, basically. This is problematic, guys, and this is one of the reasons why dating is dead, because a lot of times us men, we encounter situations like this where women come with this entitlement mindset of believing that we're supposed to have all of this material stuff waiting for them, and it's just not productive for a relationship. So she's talking about goddesses and how men got to do this and that. So let's get back to the content, guys, and hear more of what she have to say. Let's go.
Without bringing any offerings to her feet, without showing up for this goddess with reverence, is
a what?
Man that is simply trying to siphon and suck the energy out of this woman.
See, this is a problem, because she's saying that if a man don't bring these gifts to this divine goddess, that he's trying to siphon the very energy and all of this other stuff out of this woman. And that's just not true. I think that in today's day, if you really get down to it, men and women do not talk anymore. We don't get to know one another no more. We come on social media and we just watch videos and we get mad at one another when we're not even interacting. Like, I'm out in the park where it's real life, right? You got to get outside and interact with real people. If you're not doing that, you're not living life. And most people are trapped indoors on their computers, just, making videos, and they're not in the real world interacting with nobody. And what that does, it keeps you in a state of mind where you think that relationships is all based on computers, it's all based on texting, it's all based on all of this nonsense. And that's why nobody's happy, But in her mind, it seems to be all material. Now, granted, she's attractive, definitely my type. But at the end of the day, her mindset is set on material things. It's set on, a guy gotta do all this extra stuff. And it's like, it's one of them type of things where it feels like, as a man, you're being punished by a woman to, I guess, do the things that the previous man wasn't doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like when we see videos like this, right? And I might do another video on live where you can see everything clear as day. But I wanted to do one in my walk and talk videos while I'm putting in a workout. And I just wanted to share my thoughts about this. When women do videos like this, it's coming from a place of desires that are unfulfilled. It's coming from a place of deep-rooted trauma, previous issues that happen in a poor relationship. And then what's happening is every new man, we're being punished for the things that another man didn't do. So when she released these videos, it's going to gravitate towards a lot of women. A lot of women are going to love these kind of videos, and they're going to hit the like button, they're going to follow, they're going to do all of that stuff. But in the end, none of these women have a successful relationship. It's sort of like them just going on social media saying these things, but what exactly are they bringing to a man? What exactly are they bringing to reciprocate that very energy that they claim they want a man to provide for them? So let's get back to the content. Let's go.
Real with you, most of these men out here do not know how to properly treat a woman. They don't know.
She said that most of these men don't know how to properly treat a woman. I disagree, guys. I disagree because there are a lot of men that know how to treat women. The problem is most women don't want a man to treat them good. Most women are literally attracted to men that treat them bad. That's why they always end up in relationships where they end up in deep-rooted trauma. They have baby father drama. They make up, break up, go through the ups and the downs in these relationships. Women normally gravitate towards toxic men. And after they've been through the ringer, after they've been around the block, after they had 2-3 kids out of wedlock, then now all of a sudden they get mad. They come to social media. They begin to vent. They begin to talk about how men ain't garbage, men is garbage, and men ain't no good. And, all these men problems. And what they do is they're projecting their own issues, and they're attracting other women that have those same sort of issues. And you create a community of hurt women that are just wallowing in their misery. And none of them really have anything to offer a man. If you really think about it, they really don't. But they feel good amongst themselves to talk about these particular issues, and they're constantly blaming men in general. So both good men and bad men are thrown into the same pit where we're all being judged and we're all being condemned for something we didn't even do to these women. But let's get back to the content. Let's go.
Actually show up for women. If a man is not coming to you and asking, how can I make your life better? How can I fill up your cup? Then he is simply there to bask in your radiance and give nothing to add to that glow.
You see that? If a man, she's basically saying if a man come to her and he don't have nothing to add to her to elevate her life and to give her what she want, which is basically, it's like, see, I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, guys, but at the same time, we got to nip this in the bud because it's coming off really, really bad. It's coming off egotistical, entitled. It's almost like it's very demanding. It just doesn't come off the right way. And any man that hear that is not going to be happy with what he's hearing, because it's almost like, as a man, we got to do all this work. We got to run out and buy gifts and flowers. We gotta do all this stuff, and then when we go do it, we're still not appreciative. We're still not appreciated as men. And y'all know good and well that a lot of you good guys that been down this road, you tried to get to know a particular lady, you did all the right things, you bought her hearts flowers and candy, and no matter what you did, it just didn't work. She was upset with you, she blamed you, and then she eventually broke up with you. And you just got to the point where you said to yourself, you know what, I'm done wasting my time. And you pretty much just said, you know what, I'm gonna focus on hitting the gym, I'm gonna focus on my workouts, I'm gonna focus on just getting my money and just protect my peace, my solitude, conserve my energy, similar to what I'm doing right here. I'm just out and about doing my workout, getting my walk on, and all of that other stuff. See, a lot of times women look good on the outward surface, they be attractive, but their minds, it be on a different frequency. And if you're the type of man who is about his purpose, then what's gonna happen is you're not gonna be, you're not gonna be as excited about women like that. Like I said, she's fairly attractive, and that be the only thing that men would see. And I think that a lot of times women, they don't understand the severity of the problem, meaning they could look very attractive on the outside and a man would desire them. But once we start to get to know who they really are, when we listen to them and we start hearing the trauma, we start hearing the hate, we might hear the attitudes, we might hear something in them. And I'm not saying that she's a bad woman. I don't know her personally. What I'm saying is the outward perception of what that's like. It pushes men away because they're like, man, this sounds like a high maintenance woman. This sounds like a woman that in the beginning things will be good, and then later on she's gonna crash out and damn near come on social media and put me on blast. So it's like, why would I even waste my time? And it almost kind of makes it seem as if though, maybe there was some guys that slid in her DMs. Maybe there was a man that, she gave the time of day to. and it didn't go nowhere. And she's mad about that because she's like, man, I let down my guard. I gave this man an opportunity and he still didn't come through. He ain't set up no dates. He ain't set up this. He ain't do that. So what this frustration does when we see it in video format, it gives us men a blueprint of what to avoid. And to be honest, guys, your peace is more important than all of the drama, man. Let's listen to some more.
Of men that we cannot entertain. Boys come to a woman and see what they can get from her. What can you give to me? What can you offer to me? My very existence is an offering for you.
She said her very existence is an offering to us. If that's not arrogant, guys, I don't know what else to say. And again, she could be as attractive as she wants. When real men, I'm talking about quality men, men that are on their purpose, men that are about their business, men that are focused on their calling, we're not chasing women around. We're the type of men that are focusing on our workouts, we're focusing on our health, we're focusing on our money, we're focusing on our relationship with God. We don't really got time for all of that stress, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a real man, a man that's chasing women around all day. He's normally a man that got a lot of problems because he's preoccupied with women. He's not focusing on himself. He haven't developed himself as a man. He's not productive. He's not creative. He's not solving none of the issues that he have in his own life because he's thirsty for women. And normally when you're a man and you're thirsty for women all day, you're right where the devil need you to be because he know he can control you through your desire. But a man that is focused on his path, even if a woman is attractive and he may like the woman, he's not as focused on her. He's focusing on himself. You understand what I'm saying? He's focusing on what he got to do as a man. But with what she's saying, she said that her very presence is an offering to you. And to me, that's crazy. Because here's the thing. Picture a man saying that, guys. Picture a man saying all of those things. Women would literally condemn him for saying that. They'll be like, who do you think you are to say something like that? But for some reason, it's perfectly okay for her to say that. Let's get back to more of this content. Let's go.
Presence elevates your life. A man knows that. A man knows that. A boy will try to extract from you.
Now notice, she said that a boy will try to extract from you. Now, what is the interpretation of that, guys? That means that she had experiences with, I guess, men that she called boys because she couldn't get what she wanted. So in her mind, she defined them as boys, meaning these men were immature. These were not the kind of men that would give her what she want. So she defined them as immature, they're boys, and what that does is that resonates with other women who feel the exact same way. But if the truth be told, guys, if the truth really be told, none of these women really know what a man actually is, because in most cases, if they did, they would have that man. Most of the time, most ladies didn't grow up with their father, so they don't really know what a quality man is like. And even if they were to be raised with their father, why they seem to always run into men that are no good? It's not because the man is no good most of the time. It's because the woman is no good, guys. Sometimes something could look pretty and it's not good, man. Sometimes a fruit can be looking good on the outside and you want to eat that fruit. And then when you cut it open, you realize that it's rotten. It got problems, it's brown, it got all sorts of issues, and you just throw it away because you realize it's toxic. And you wouldn't want to put something in your system that is not healthy for you. And likewise, it be that way in relationships. You could run into people and they could look good and attractive on the outside, but in the inside, a lot of people dealing with trauma, they're dealing with hurt, they're dealing with pain, they're dealing with a lot of issues, guys. And we want you to basically be mindful of that. So let's listen to some more. Let's go.
We'll wonder, what can I get out of her? A man is simply honored to breathe the same air that you breathe.
See, that's crazy. For her to say that a man is honored to breathe the same air that she breathes is worship. That is to say that women have no flaws, that women, when we meet them, they have no issues. It's us men who should be bowing down to them and worshiping them. And that's not gonna happen, ladies. Like, we're not doing that. We're not gonna bow down to you and worship you because you're a woman and you're attractive, and we're not doing none of that stuff. A real man who is about his business, who is a man of character, he's not chasing women around because they look good. We might tell you that we like you, we might tell you that you're attractive, but if you're not gonna listen to us, if you're not gonna submit to us, if you're not gonna do none of these things, you're wasting your time, because we're not wasting our time with you. It doesn't matter how good you look, you know? And the reason why us men are not falling for that is because we're not thirsty. That's the difference, ladies. We're not thirsty for you. We might be attracted to you. We might think you're hot. We might think all of those things. But as men of value, we look at the bigger picture. We look at the fact that you look good, yeah, but you lack character. You see what I'm saying? You lack character. What did Biz Markie say back in the day? Not Biz Markie, KRS-One. KRS-One made a song and he talked about the girls look so good, but their brain is not ready. I don't know. And that's a very interesting fact. A lot of times a woman can be very attractive, but her brain is not ready, meaning all she got is her outward looks. But once you hear her talking, you realize she's immature. She's a little girl. She's a waste of time. What am I wasting my time with her for? And you just go about your business. So it's something that I think that a lot of women are not really focused on. That us men that are about our business, we don't care. We don't have time for that. If you're not a mature lady who can add value to a man, if you don't know how to have a decent conversation, you're wasting our time because you just look good. At the end of the day, there's a bunch of women that look good. Women come a dime and a dozen that look good. Who cares? We don't care, because what we're looking for is peace. Us men that are of value, we want peace. We want quietness. We want a woman who is feminine, a woman who understands purpose, not a woman that's argumentative, not a woman who is going to be causing us stress and problems and baby mama drama and all this. We don't got time for that stuff, guys. Let's listen to some more. Let's go.
Don't text him, okay? Don't text him. Whatever man came into your mind when you were watching this video, don't text him. You're doing great. I love you.
She said, whatever man comes into your mind, don't text him. That's basically what she's telling women. So this is not about her bringing men and women together. This is her separating men and women. This is her releasing negative energy into the universe that's causing other women who may possibly have a decent guy in her life to not text them anymore. So all this is doing is making other women unhappy. It's not bringing nobody together. It's making people sad like her. And I don't know if she's sad, but normally when you make content like that, it's because you're not really happy about whatever's going on in your life, and it's frustrating to you. So I don't know, guys, but I'm gonna kind of turn this thing off. I'm gonna do another video with this when I get inside the studio and break this thing down even further so I can really analyze the content, because like I said, I don't know that woman personally, but her content, in my opinion, is coming off very toxic, and it will push men away. It's not gonna make a quality man be like, wow, I really need to get with this woman. I need to make her my wife. No, it's gonna make a man stop. It's gonna make a man pause and think about, am I making the right decision by even looking at this woman? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, is she really toxic or what? So I think that we need to have this conversation. Are women demanding too much from men? Are women projecting their trauma, their fears on men? Are women blaming men for the trauma of their past? What exactly is going on in today's day where a lot of women feel the need to come on social media to say that a man is supposed to be bringing this and bringing that? And we don't got time for all of that stuff, ladies. We got bills to pay just like you. We got a car note. We got a house note. We got rent. We got insurance. We got to pay all sorts of things. We got to work. We got to deal with the troubles of life. We got all different types of things that we got to do in today's day. So as a woman, when you come to social media and you listen to content where women are entitled or feel entitled, and they're constantly talking about what a man is supposed to bring. He got to bring this, bring that. Most of us don't care no more. We're not bringing anything. We don't even want to hear nothing from you at this point, because at this point, all I see is toxicity. And a lot of men that are resilient men that are of quality, men that are of value, we're not wasting our time with that kind of energy. We want peace. That's what men want, ladies. Peace. We don't want arguments. We don't want materialistic women. We don't want women who come to the table with their hands out like this, talking about what we need to do. We don't even know you. So why would you be expecting all of this stuff? Men don't come to women expecting money. Men don't come to women expecting her to buy him shoes, clothes, paying his bills. We don't have that kind of luxury as a man. As a man, we got to go out there and work. We have to suffer. We have to grind. We have to do all this stuff in order to win in today's day. Nobody comes to rescue us as men. You understand? So what gives you the entitlement as a woman to believe because you're attractive, have a nice looking body, pretty face, that all of a sudden it means that as a man, I'm supposed to come out of my pockets and give you the world? That's not going to happen. Sorry, but I'm not doing that. You know why? Because I don't know you. I don't know you. And I think that in today's day, when it comes to relationships, men and women don't know each other. You guys have to understand that back in the days, right? Let me give you what it is, because a lot of people don't understand this. And for those that are viewing, I'm 49. I'm not 20. I'm not 30. I am 49 years young. You understand? I was born in 77. And I'm going to tell you something. Back then, people talked to each other face to face. All of this internet stuff that you see people doing, we didn't have that back in the day. A man had to go up to a young lady, he had to talk to her. A man had to talk to a woman had to talk to a man. There was none of this internet stuff. The reason why there's so many problems with dating now is because people are on the internet all day. Nobody's talking to nobody no more. Everybody's being fake. That's what's going on right now. Everybody's fake. Everybody's acting like something they're not. Everybody's living these, what you call these lives, these lifestyle lives on Instagram now, where they just posting Instagram stories acting like there's something they're not. Everybody's being fake. Men are being fake, women are being fake, and nobody's communicating with nobody no more. So because of this issue, nobody's really connecting. So there's a lot of trauma, a lot of issues, and then people, they date all the wrong people, and then all these bad experiences cause more trauma, more hurt. So now let's say, for example, a lady get with a new guy. She don't even trust the guy. Why? Because she's judging him based off the previous guy that she was with. And then you'll have a guy who's still hurt about the woman who left him, and guess what? Now he's hurt and he's angry. So any other woman that he get involved with, he's suspicious of her. So he's not trusting her. It's just one big mess, guys. When I tell you dating is dead, because people forgot what it's like to communicate. Nobody does that anymore. People are sliding in DMs now. Imagine that. You see a woman you like, you sliding in a DM. Hey baby, how you doing? Bro, she can't even see you. What makes you think there's gonna be a connection when she don't even see you? She don't even know you. You could be using somebody else's photo. None of this stuff is real, guys. Same thing with women. Women will get on Instagram. They'll have filters on their photos. Beauty filters. They're using AI. They're making their body look like it's something it's not. They're using photo effects to make their figure look slim, make their eyes look perky, make their nose straighten. And it's like, it's just fake every day, guys. That's what people are doing. How do you expect for anybody to grow under those circumstances? So we got to do better, y'all. So I'm going to do a video where we're going to talk about all these issues and we're going to break it all down, because I need for people to know the truth. I need for people to know the real. So I got my little walk-in. I'm gonna go sit down at my bench, and it is what it is. I want you guys to really think about what was said in this video, because I'm gonna do a part 2, and we're gonna really build on this and do what is needed. So rate, comment, and subscribe, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Peace.